Hello and welcome to justcomparecars.com. My name's James and today I'm going to be doing a walk around video of this 2013 Land Rover Defender 130 2.2 TDCI 4x4 13.5 metre Versalift MEWP. Okay, so we've been doing these walk around videos for quite a while now and we find them to be really popular because it means you get to view the vehicle from the safety and comfort of your own home, but as if you were here in person. As I go around the vehicle with you today, we'll look at all the panels individually, looking for any marks, scratches, any dents. Of course, it's a work vehicle, so there may be some. We'll look at the wheels and the tyres individually. We'll have a look at the crane, obviously. That will probably be a little bit more detail because obviously we'd have to do that separately. But we will have a look at the vehicle itself, look inside, look at the seats, look at the functionality. We'll have a look under the bonnet, look at the engine. And then finally, we'll have a look at the underside, at the chassis, and of course the underside of the engine. Now, once you've watched the video, if you're happy with what you see and you want to buy it, a small deposit will secure it and we can pretty much deliver it anywhere in the world. If you're looking to finance a vehicle, it is obviously subject to VAT, so we would need a deposit to cover the VAT. An application takes approximately 5 minutes and we can usually get you a decision within about an hour. If you want, once you've watched the video, if you think I've missed something or you want to see something in a bit more detail, please give me a shout. I'm more than happy to do it for you, no problem at all. Right, so let's start with the bonnet and then we can work our way around from there. Obviously it is a work vehicle, there are going to be marks on it, it goes without saying, but I can tell you, I mean, the paint's in great condition. Hopefully you can see that from the images anyway. Right, so let's start with the bonnet and then we'll go from there. As you can see, obviously there are several little marks and scratches and whatever else, but in the whole scheme of things I think it looks really good, and you'd have to be really very critical to think about it in any other way because it is what it is, obviously. But as you can see, there are little marks on it. I mean, what you could potentially do is, we've seen it before, where you can get a checker plate kit and you put a checker plate over the top of this, on the top and then the bottom and then there, and that kind of gets rid of that anyway, and it makes it very usable because it means you can basically stand on it. Right, so front grille incorporated in obviously the headlights, etc. Both in all good condition, as you can see, nice and straight. There are the Britax lights, the flick flack lights or whatever you call them. Front bumper's in good condition, as you can see. Working our way onto the passenger side front wing, and as you can see it's really clean and straight, nice condition. Again, there are a few marks but nothing serious. Passenger side front wheel and tyre, you can see you've got your markers on there, and the tyre is a BF Goodrich, wheels in good condition, loads of tread on the tyres. Front panel, it's a scuttle panel, I can't remember what it's called specifically, but I mean that panel there is in good condition. As you can see, it's nice and clean. Windscreen is free from damage, there's no stone chips or cracks, and as you can see the roof's nice and clean as well, and obviously you've got your beacons on there. Passenger side mirror back is nice and clean, there's no damage, as is the mirror. Let's have a look over the pillars, and they're in nice clean condition as well. Right, so let's have a look at the door. Again, you know, there are little marks on it. It is white underneath, so you know they do show up quite well, but obviously it's just one of the things, is what it is. Really nice and clean anyway. Obviously we will go into the cherry picker in a little bit more detail in a few minutes, but let's just look at the actual body itself and the chassis, etc., and you can see obviously at this minute what that is. So passenger side rear wheel and tyre, again the wheel's in great condition, you can see it's got the markers, it's a matching tyre and matching tread depth, I would say, maybe a little bit less but not a lot. Exhaust in great condition. Onto the rear, you can see the lights are all nice and clean, the LEDs, I presume they are anyway, look like it. And there is a tow ball, but there's no actual ball on it, it's just that sort. It's the 8-pin electrics. Onto the driver's side, rear wheel and tyre, wheels in great condition again with matching tyre and also the markers. Tyre's a little bit less than the other side, but it's still a good tyre. Right, onto the other side of the cab. And again, you can see it's in nice condition. There are a couple of little dints, and there's a dint there. It's just part and parcel of what it is. Obviously, if there's been cutting some trees down and a log or something's fell on it, just give it a little bit of a dint, but it's not serious. Down the driver's side. And again, it's in nice condition. A few little marks, but I can't point them out all to you, so obviously, but you know, there are a few, but nothing serious. Mirror back's in nice clean condition, as is the mirror. And the pillars. And then obviously onto the driver's side front wing. And as you can see, it's in nice clean condition. So, bring that out a little bit. Sorry, driver's side, front wheel and tyre, matching tyre. So it's a full set of mud trains all round. And I'd say it's matching tread depth to the opposite side. Right, so let's have a look inside the Defender first. And then obviously we'll concentrate on the cherry picker, or the MEWP, or whatever you want to call it, secondary. Right, so the door card is in really nice and clean condition. There's no damage. Manual winders, and obviously they work perfectly as you would expect. Nothing literally wrong. As you can see, the colour of the vehicle was originally white, and obviously it's been painted to suit the colours of the company that it's been with. Driver's seat, bolsters are nice and firm, comfortable. There is a little bit of damage on it, but it's not serious. You know, these, you just basically pull these off and you can replace them very easily, and they're not an expensive item at all. So I mean, really, you could put virtually new seats on them for very little money if that's something you wanted to do. But I think they're really alright as they are. I've seen much worse than that. Comfortable to sit in still. The backrest bolsters are basically like new, and the material, as you can see, is really nice and clean. Right, so where you put your foot, it's just basically a rubber mat, and that's basically worn through. You can replace those if you want to, but it's nothing really. So inside, dashboard's clean, it's free from damage. It's an Alpine head unit with USB. I believe that they've got, I'm not sure if it has actually. I thought this might have a telephone in it. I don't think it has. I don't think this one has got Bluetooth. No, I don't think it has. It's just RDS. And obviously everything else is just the normal stuff. It's got the ice warning system, which suggests it's been working in Scotland. And the dashboard's really nice and clean, and everything looks spot on. Passenger seat basically feels brand new. I don't think anyone's ever sat in that, but that's just the nature of what this is. Obviously, it's a single man MEWP. You don't need two people to operate it. But yeah, it's all good. So let's have a start it up. Put it in neutral. As you can see, start straight away. No warning lights on the dashboard apart from that's obviously the handbrake. Yeah, everything's good. As you can see, the stereo works perfectly as well. You can hear that. Sounds alright as well. But yeah, it's all good. Reversing camera, it does work. It's not very clear, to be honest. It probably just needs wiping off. Headlining is nice and clean, and it's free from damage. It smells nice inside as well. Doesn't smell like it's been smoked in to me, so that's good news. Right, so let's pop the bonnet and have a look at that. So, tell you what, let me switch the engine off. Obviously you can tell it runs nicely, it sounds great. Obviously it's got full contract history, which is good news. But you can see around the turbo unit, there's no signs of any oily residue. It is nice and clean. Obviously all the coolant's to the correct level and everything looks bob on. Okay, so have a quick look underneath it, and then obviously we can start with the cherry picker side of things. So underneath you can see there's no signs of any historic oil leaks. Chassis is nice and clean, everything looks nice and dry. Everything looks spot on. Right, so onto the cherry picker type part of the vehicle. Let me start the vehicle. Try to do this one-handed, it's quite difficult, so bear with me. So let's engage the PTO, put it in gear. Right, so first of all, let's do the legs. Opposite side. And then finally the front one. Obviously what we're looking for is the green light to confirm that we've got level. So just one short, let me just try and get that one. And we are, we've got the 5 green lights, or 4 green lights, and then obviously the centre one. You can bring the basket down so that you can get inside. Let me zoom that out. Bring that all the way down. So as you can see, you can bring it down so that it's easy to get into. Now you also, on top of that, because obviously it's a Versalift, you've got the separate controls on the actual machine as well. And to do that, it's quite... So what you need to do is press this button here, which is the operation button, and then the separate button, which does that. So as you can see, that works perfectly. Just need to make sure I'm doing this right. So obviously not. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right, so we're going to go up. Just bring the arm back in. Can say it moves at a really good rate of knots as well, so it's not slow in the slightest. Let's have a quick look. Obviously you can see from that the machine works perfectly. Let's just move it around a little bit more so you can see that. You've got a decent range of manoeuvrability with it, and as you can see, it's very smooth. and easy to use. And then obviously back. So there's lots of different manoeuvrability that you've got with the vehicle, and as you can see, everything works absolutely spot on. Okay, so hopefully that's enough information, obviously, for you to be able to make a decision with the vehicle. Obviously you can see it's in fantastic condition. The vehicle will be supplied with a brand new Lola on completion, obviously. So once you've purchased a vehicle, you're happy with what you see, you go ahead. We will then book it in for a new Lola, which obviously lasts 6 months, so you can confirm that the vehicle is obviously fit and safe to use on the job. Okay, so hopefully I've shown you everything that you would need to see if you were here in person, and probably a little bit more, because obviously it's quite in depth. But obviously if you do think I've missed something, or if you want to see something in a bit more detail, please just give me a call. More than happy to help in whatever way what we can. So thanks for watching. More importantly, obviously, stay safe, look after yourself. Bye bye.